happy to see you in this fourth video of machine learning lectures. So in this fourth video I plan to explain about matplotlib. Matplotlib is majorly used for plotting the graph in machine learning. So we can able to display our graphs in the form of pie chart or bar chart, as well as we can able to display scatter graph. All these things we can able to do. What is the major work of this particular thing? Why we have to display the thing in the form of graphs? Because whenever you are getting a data set from your client, whenever you got a job as a data science engineer, if you are getting a input, the list of data sets from your client, so that data set you have to execute and you have to process the data set, and finally you will get the outputs of the prediction results that you have to display in the form of bar charts. So bar charts, I am telling, they may ask whatever the chart preference they are asking. According to that you have to display the output. It may be a pie chart or it may be a scatter graph, like that. So according to the output what the client asks, we have to display the output and we have to show to the client. So now what I going to display here, I want to display the different levels of plotting graph and how to mark the things, mark the particular nodes, and the ways of displaying bar graph, all these things. Before going to the explanation of code, I want to explain one more example. For example, a jewelry shop owner running the business for 20 years. So in this case, I am getting the data set of billing data for nearly 15 years of billing data I am getting, and with use of that billing data I am processing, I am doing my machine learning algorithms, and finally I concluded with which kind of product is going in higher sale in which month. So that I am getting as output. So that output I am plotting as a bar graph or pie chart, whatever thing I am performing. So I can able to display the result as output to the client. So with use of that output he can improve his business and he can put that particular product on that particular month. For example, March bangles are going in higher sales, and in December necklaces are going in higher sales, like that we are predicting, and that prediction result we are giving to the jewelry shop owner, so that he will put some more products on that particular thing. For March he will put lot of bangles and then his sales will go high. So that type of things we are giving as a results to improve their business. So that is the work of data science engineers. So in this case we are just starting the explanation of the code. So let's see the code. So here we are just using two different packages. As the previous thing, we got the input on NumPy, as well as we got the information about pandas package also. So in this thing we are having a new package that is called as matplotlib.pyplot. For that we are creating references PLT. Okay. So with use of PLT, what and all things we can able to call? We can able to call the predefined method named as plot. Plot is a predefined method that is used to plot the particular graph. One more thing we are having, that is to be show. Show is a particular predefined method. With use of show method we can able to show the graph. So whatever the graph you want to show to the end user, that we can able to show with use of predefined method called show. Okay. Now let's execute this particular code and see the output. So here we imported two packages. Next to that we are having two arrays, 0, 5 and 0, 150. So x-axis we are having 0, 5 and y-axis we are having np dot array as 0, 150. So we are just plotting x-axis and y-axis and we are just showing the particular graph. So what the output we are getting for this particular thing, let's see the output. So our graphs is plotted. For seeing our graph, here you can able to see plot option is there. If we click on plot option, you can able to see our graph. So what is this particular graph represents? It represents what is the x-axis. So x-axis is 5. You can able to see until 5 we are having the x-axis. What is our y-axis? Y-axis will go until 150. So it will go until 150. So the x-axis will be start from 0 to 5. The y-axis will be starting from 0 to 150. So the line will be straight. So this is a slope, like that. It will display the output. So we can able to plot a slope like this as a output. Next to that, we are having marker. So we are just displaying the marker. How this will display a zigzag line actually. So from 2 it will go to 6. So from 6 it will come to 3. Again from 3 it will go to 9. So like that, a zigzag line will be plotted. So here from 2 to 6 it's reaching, no, where it's reaching 6 it will display the marker as asterisk here. So asterisk will be marked. Then again coming to 3, again asterisk, again going to 9 it will mark asterisk. So wherever it's reaching the point it will mark asterisk here, so that we are giving markers equal to asterisk. So as I told, plot is the predefined method with use of PLT. PLT is our reference variable. There we are using PLT to call the plot variable, as well as plot.show is again a predefined method. One more thing you have to understand, NP I am creating. No, NP I am creating for just creating the array. So array np.array 2, 6, 3, 9 I am giving. This is the array. So this NP definition I gave in the second video of machine learning. So there you can able to watch. So I am executing this code and let's see the output for this code. So we are getting a zigzag line as output. So you can able to see the output here. So I will drag here so that you can able to see the visibility of this particular thing properly. So you can able to see the visibility of this particular graph in proper manner. So I hope you can able to see here the visibility of the graph. So how it's going like asterisk here in place of 2, then it's 6 again asterisk, the marker I gave asterisk, no, so it's coming up with asterisk, again it's coming down here, we are having one more asterisk in the place of 3, again it's going up in the place of 9, one more asterisk. So wherever we are having marker place, there we will put asterisk. Not only asterisk, we can able to give some more symbols also. So according to the marker what you want, you can change it. Okay, so let's move for the next code. I hope you understand this particular code. So here with use of this code, we are just making our executions on matplotlib. So next to that, we are seeing the dotted lines, you can able to see. So the same thing, 2, 6, 3, 9 we are giving. So the line will be go in the form of dotted. So it's a bold line, no, what you've seen here. Now we are making the line style as dotted. So this I want to execute. So this is a minor difference from the previous code to this code. So you can able to see the dotted line is displayed as output here. So now I am showing the things again. So you can able to see the dotted lines here. So the same output will become in the form of dotted lines. So that is also possible when you are changing the reference, whatever the parameter you are having, that you can able to say change the line style as dotted. It will come in the form of dotted style. Okay, so let's go for the next output. So next output, here we are just having a bar chart. So for before that we are just using plot method. So plot method is used to plot the slope as well as a zigzag line in the particular graph region. So here we are going to display our GDP of every country. For USA the GDP is 20, for UK it is 2, and for Canada it is 1, and Australia it's 1, like that we are mentioning. So X defines the particular country name and Y defines the GDP of that country, and we are performing bar chart. For bar chart what do we have to give? Bar plt.bar. Bar is a predefined method. There we have to pass these two parameters, X and Y we have to pass, and we are just displaying the particular bar chart with use of show method. Okay, so these two arrays, whatever the values you are giving in the two arrays, that will be displayed in the form of bar chart. Let's see the output for this bar chart, and let's see the output here. So you can able to see the output here. So I am maximizing the screen so that you can able to see the output here. As I told, USA having 20 as a GDP, and UK having 2 as a GDP, and Canada having 1, and Australia also having 1, so that we are getting the output like this. Okay, so if we change the output according to that, we will get a different values. If you change the values, I'm giving 5, the graph will go somewhat high, like that. So this is the bar chart representation. For doing this particular process, we have to give the predefined method called bar. Okay, so bar is used to display bar chart. Next to that, pie chart I plan to display. So pie chart, what I am displaying, I am having 4 regions: 15%, 35%, 45%, and 55%. So these are the levels we going to display in the form of pie. So for bar chart you have to use BAR, for pie chart you have to use PIE. Okay. So how we are doing this particular process? Let's see by executing this particular program. So you can able to see the pie chart here. So pie chart, as I told, it's 15 for the first value, and the second value 35, 45, and 55. So 15 will be come in blue, and then next value what we are having, that is to be 35, that's coming in orange, and next value 45, that is coming in green, and the last value, that is to be 55, that is coming in red. Okay, so like that we can able to plot our pie chart with use of calling the predefined method called pie. So before doing all this process, whatever the chart you want to display, before that we need an array with the values, because with use of the array value it will plot the graphs. Okay, so array value is very important. Okay, so next, the last one what we going to do see is the scatter thing. The scatter graph, the scatter plotting, what we are seeing here, that having the predefined method named as SCATTER. Okay, scatter is the scatter plot name actually. So with use of this particular definition, I will execute this code. So before that, it's not visible, so that I am bringing the particular code up. So let's see, we are having x and y axis. So x, we are having this values 5, 7, 9, 13, 15, and 11. And y axis we are having 15, 55, 35, 75, 25, and 55. How the scatter graph will work? No, it will take x-axis 5 and y-axis 15. So where these 2 points are meeting, there it will put a dot. The same way, 7 and 55 where it is meeting, there it will put a dot. 9 and 35 where it is meeting, there it will put a dot. 13 and 75 where it is meeting, there it will put a dot. And 15 and 25 where it is meeting, like that, 11 and 55. So we will get a dot in our graph. So where and all these points are meeting. So this two axis we are giving as a parameter for the scatter method, scatter SCATTER. That method has to be used for displaying our scatter graph. So let's execute this code and see the output for this scatter graph. So here you can able to see the output for this particular program. So as I told, where and all these points are meeting, so there it's putting a dot operation. So dot will be displayed so that our graph will be look like this. So different levels of graphs we discussed. You can see the right hand side corner all in the minimal size. So what we executed now, that's in the maximal size. So all these graphs are possible. More than that also possible in machine learning model. Whatever way you want to project the output to the end user, to your client, that is possible in machine learning. So all these things you should understand why we are using these 3 different packages. What is the usage of these 3 different packages? As I told, pandas package, numpy package, and pyplot. Okay, so all these things why we are using, that definition I gave properly. I hope you understand. If you are really having any doubt, you can ask me. So subscribe, share, and like my videos. Thank you very much.